power. But for me, it's very clear that we need new leaders in Congress, in our seat of power. And the reason that I think I can be one of those leaders is because last year I worked as a Congressional Science Policy Fellow in the office of Congressman Paul Tonko, covering 8 different policy portfolio issue areas. So I sometimes talk with people and they say, what makes you think you can do the job? And the answer is that when you work as a congressional staff member or a congressional policy fellow, you are writing bills and speeches and talking points and amendments to support your members' work. But beyond that, I'm really a lifelong problem solver, and I am someone that has never accepted the response and logic of that's just the way things are. I mean, we're seeing so many huge problems that feel very overwhelming, and the truth is that they will be unsolvable if all of us take the attitude that this is just the way things are, and this is the fate that's been assigned to us, instead of realizing that we have power as citizens, as advocates, as people with influence in our own systems. So I have a PhD in civil engineering from the University of Virginia. I went back to school to really understand how human behavior intersects with engineering and design problems. While I was getting my PhD, I realized that um, I wanted to move beyond academia. I think that the work that our scientists and researchers are doing is so important. But for me, I wanted to move beyond someone studying problems to someone solving them. And I'll just say that I think that public funds should stay in public services. And that is true whether we are talking about education or healthcare or other policies. These things should not be privatized. And now what we're seeing with our voucher program is not only is there a huge lack of transparency around which, children and schools are benefiting from this, but Tennessee already lags the rest of the country in our spending per student and our investment in our public schools. We have a lot of different social programs that exist because we had leaders with moral clarity that said, we are an incredibly well-resourced nation, and the job of our government is to serve and care for our citizens. And Medicaid is an example of that. Medicare is an example of that. Social Security, and SSI. These are all examples of government doing what it is supposed to do, which is serving its people. I was horrified to be on the front lines of this Congress's and this administration's Medicaid cuts this past summer through the reconciliation bill. But I support fully funding Medicaid and Medicare. I am going to do my work and trust that you are doing your work, and we each are doing our piece of this puzzle. And so my advice for folks is to pick one issue that keeps you up at night and find a local group that's working on that issue and join them and do this work in community. And if a group does not exist, start one and be creative and refuse to accept the lie that we just have to accept whatever the system throws at us, and know that you can actually be a systems creator, not just a systems recipient. And I think that that's how we get through this. While they terrorize us, we organize, and we just have to outwork them.